They made me feel like she is very toxic and very, I don't know the proper word. I know she does gaslighting, but it's, what's the word I'm looking for, babe?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Whenever it's like I'll do something bad but then turn around and make you feel guilty for it in order to make you stay.
Oh.
There's a word, but I can't think. It happens in a lot of happens in a lot of domestic abuse cases, but yeah, I just her I honestly can't say that after this trial I'm gonna like her as a person.
I didn't know who she was before. What's the name?
Aquaman.
Yeah, I didn't know who she was.
Yeah, she was just starting her career really. Whenever she met Johnny Depp, she's been in a few movies though, but she met Johnny Depp on The Rum Diary in 2011. But she's been in a few movies, but I think like the most impressive one, I guess you can call it,
Guilt Tripping.
Guilt Tripping. Yep, that's the word. See, I knew you would find it. But yeah, I think the most one she's known for is Aquaman. But she's been in a few
other movies.
Yeah.
Oh, she was in Zombieland?
Yeah. But like I said, out of all of those, to be honest, the only one that I really know her from is Aquaman.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she got some issues. And I really want Johnny Depp to win this case. I know that's like,
it's hard to say, man, because like I don't care. I just want the right person to win. If I'm gonna be politically correct, because I don't know if it's like the powerful man thing that's going on, and him just using his money and power to pay all of his exes to say a certain thing.
I don't.
Or him paying certain people to say a certain thing.
At this point, do you really think that's a thing in this day and age?
Yes. Absolutely. We literally just had to talk about modern women and how I feel about that type of stuff. Yes. I really feel you can pay anybody to do a certain amount. Everybody has a number. I feel like everybody has it. So
I'm sorry. I feel like in this day and age, you will make more money saying, no, basically we're saying the same thing. I'm saying you'll make more money saying he did it. That he abused you.
If he's the one with deep pockets, and he's the one that he can pay you to say, I didn't do it, then it would be on him. It's whoever has the deeper pockets in hand. That's literally what every political campaign is. Whoever has the deepest pockets most of the time wins.
I don't agree with it. I feel like in this day and age, if you can prove that because if that's the case, then people like Bill Cosby and
he went against
Weinstein and all that wouldn't have gotten. Their pockets are deep.
Who, Bill Cosby and who was
Harvey
they going
Weinstein.
Against? Bill Cosby was going against a whole corporation.
Whole corporation?
Yeah, they was like, I think with him, they were, I don't know.
It was like 9, 10, 20 different women. And same with Harvey. It was a list of women.
It's weird. I can get into a whole conspiracy theory thing, but it's fine.
I don't know. Yeah. Because to me, this is like I said, I do believe there's mutual abuse, but I believe that because she felt, I'm a woman, I'm only 115 pounds, who's going to believe you? I felt she likely did more abuse than he did.
I'm pretty sure.
Abuse is abuse and it's wrong. You should not be doing it. I'm just saying at how things are coming across to me in the trial. My justice is on the side of Johnny Depp. So, but that's just me. But only God knows the truth. There's always 3 sides to a story. So.
Understood. Yeah.
So I think this might be our last topic.
We got one more. We got
God. Okay. You got something that...
Um.
Well, let me talk about another serious topic because I know you'll probably take some left field. The whole Roe versus Wade thing.
Oh God, yes.
So for those who may not know,
it was a leaked document.
Yeah, a document was leaked that basically drafted the opinion to overturn Roe versus Wade. And for those who may not know, Roe versus Wade is basically the right for women to get an abortion. If it's overturned, it won't be a federal law or whatnot.
And
it'll be up to the state. So there's been a lot of protests, and a lot of social media posts and things of that nature. And I know that in the good old state of Texas that we now live in, they are waiting, ready. Because I think they're even considering the death penalty if you get an abortion in Texas. So it's a huge debate. What are your thoughts on Roe v. Wade?
I
Just
think
in general,
I'm pro-choice. So I feel like I think it needs to stand. Like, I don't think teenagers who made the mistake of having sex for the first time, exploring life, should have to carry the burden for the rest of their life of if they have the opportunity. I do think it needs to be up to a certain point though. So I mean, like, whatever rule is in place to say it's up to a certain amount of weeks, I think it needs to be at a certain amount of weeks to where it's like not like that's where everybody's at with it. It to me, it's like really weird. Like, if a heart is beating and the brain is there, that to, you know what I'm saying, abort a baby at that point in time, I think you should make the decision way before then. Yeah. But I mean, you never know medically wise. So that's like I said, where it said it's weird to place where it needs to happen. But I think that the choice of being able to abort a baby if you have to, like for medical reasons or if like difficult situations, like in case of like rape and stuff like that, I feel like that should be an option for the woman to be able to do that type of stuff.
Yeah, because there are definitely situations like where incest happens and rape and or like you said, medical reasons, like maybe keeping that baby isn't the best thing for the mom because it can kill her.
Yeah.
So you're telling me if I want to save myself that I'm going to be locked up or even worse, put to death because I made a choice that I wanted to terminate the pregnancy so I can live.
Now, I know, I don't, oh, go ahead, my fault.
No, go ahead.
I don't know if it's true or not, but if it is, shout out to companies like Tesla that are saying, hey, if this stuff like this comes out, we'll actually pay for you to go to whatever state does allow it. And letting their workers say, hey, you know, we support you in this case, and making their stance known way ahead of time, instead of waiting for to be that politically correct type of company saying, hey, we're not this type of company, we're just gonna go with what the law says and things like that. Like they're literally taking a stance like, hey, we support, you know, women's rights to be able to abort and manage their lives in a certain type of way. So they're, like I said, they're paying for their employees to go to whatever type of to whatever states do allow abortions, if this does pass, to be able to get an abortion if they need to. Like I said, just for working for the company.
I guess.
And this, like I said, at the same time, I don't agree with it, but I can respect, you know, states taking their stance way ahead of time too. Like they're just saying, hey, like I said, I may not be okay with the decision, but you know, the states are letting you know, like, hey, this is how we are. You can stay here if you want, or you can leave.
I guess my whole thing with it is if Ah, crap.
It's weird to have this in place, though. Like, I just don't understand, like, the trigger laws thing. Like, it's weird to have those in place. Like I said, I just don't understand. I can understand to a certain extent, but it's all from people that are either heavily into religion or just some man trying to take rights away and thinking that they should have a say. So, because maybe they just don't
I'm
understand.
totally with it. Like, if y'all are going to do this, then y'all need to pay to take care of the child as well.
What, the state?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you can't, if you're going to force me to have a child, and then it's like, you know, even if you go through the whole pregnancy process, you have the kid, you turn him up for adoption. Now we're going to have like an overflow of kids who needs to be adopted. And it's already like an overflow of that, where there's a whole bunch of kids in foster care and stuff like that. I don't even think
people are thinking that far ahead. They're just like strict on the stance of kids. Like I said, Oklahoma, like I'm on the fence with like, you know, the Oklahoma thing. Like Oklahoma has a heartbeat billing ban on abortion. So that's 6 weeks for women. But I mean, who knows what's going to happen after, like complications can happen after 6 weeks to endanger the life of the mother. So it's like, there should hard.
Be exceptions.
Yeah. But at the same time, I get it. Like I said, I can't be that person who's ignorant to, like I said, I understand, like I said, I want people to have their choice to save their own life if they can. If they come up with a way to say, hey, we can have this baby survive, we can take the baby out of you and have it survive in somewhere else. Like if they come up with a way like, hey, you don't have to raise the baby, we can put it here or something like that, you know, and it be grown here. They come up with the type of way to do that to save it. But like it's weird to just say, hey, no, you're just gonna have to deal with it and die, even if you can't afford it or not.
There's gonna be increase in, you know, women trying to abort on their own to try to force a miscarriage. Like this is gonna, I don't know, it's just gonna be like a mess.
Like I said, it's the same thing. People are always like kind of connected to like gun laws. People are going to, if you, well, what their defense is saying is like, if you ban guns, I'm just going to find a way to be able to still use guns. So it's like, it's the same sense, in the same sense at the same time there. Like,
I just feel like you can't tell me what I can and can't do with my body.
Absolutely. I understand that.
That's like my biggest thing. Like, you can't tell me that I have to go through a process that you have nothing to do with, you're not paying for, you're not going to have to pay for afterwards, you don't have to feel what I feel. Like, I have so many issues with this, but we'll see what happens. There's a bunch of states that has trigger laws in place, so as soon as in any case, if Roe v. Wade gets overturned, they will immediately go into effect the bans on abortion. So, yeah, we're there. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm struggling with this, but here we are.
Yeah, and it's like, I don't even understand how this even came up. Like, 70% of this whole population agrees with Roe versus Wade, like having the right to abortion. How does it come up to where like politicians are bringing this up in court
again,
knowing that the states that you represent say, hey,
it's a century-old law. Like, this has been in effect for a century. Why do we? But I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm getting mad. So next topic, because All right.
We got a semi-funny topic here. DJ Envy was in the news a couple weeks ago. Him and his wife was on a news broadcasting or an interview or something like that. And here, I'll actually play the clip for you. Or you can actually...
Trying and really going to work. And I'm sure so many women can relate. Like, you want to reward that man for that work. And the only reward that you have to offer is an orgasm. But even if I didn't feel it, I would still be performing.
His face, though. So it's like, why are we talking about this?
His
face.
How do you stop? How do you climb back out of that rabbit hole?
All right. So you get the premise of this whole clip. So basically, she goes on to say she's been faking her orgasms for a long time in their relationship. I think she went on to say that he like found out how to do it, this, and that. But to go on like, it puts him in a position, especially on this clip. I mean, he's like a strong dude for like getting through it and being cool. But like, Twitter went in on this whole clip.
I'm speechless. Like,
she was. She been faking her orgasm for a long time. Put it out there for the world to know.
They've been married they've been together 27 years, married for 20 of those years. And you telling me that you've been faking this whole time? LA Sleepy _ said, no way DJ Envy sat there with his wife discussing how she be faking nuts during sex. LMAO, no effing way. Rob Mo 007 said DJ Envy better than me speaking about him and his wife and her lack of pleasure in the bedroom. LOL.
All right. This is a common issue in relationships. I'm going to put it out there. Do we have that problem?
No.
Just making sure before I, talk. Don't talk. Okay, I won't talk. Apparently it is.
No. I do agree with her statement that, or like in the beginning,
I'm trash. I'm trash. She
really. Will you let me talk?
Go ahead.
You don't know. It's not like I sit here and watch porn and stuff. Like, you don't know how. I did not know how to
get your own
orgasm during penetration.
Yes.
The only way I knew is like you mess with your clit or you get ate out.
Yep.
So when I first started having sex, I literally thought that was strictly for the dude.
Oh,
penetration. I didn't know. Like, I come from a very strict Christian household. So it wasn't like we had these discussions. Gotcha. So, I didn't lose my virginity till I got to college, really. So it wasn't like I was knowledgeable about anything. It wasn't until me and one of my close friends had like a girl talk, and that's when I realized that I was like, no, like, what? so you just lay there and let them do whatever, and then you good? And I'm like, I don't understand what's supposed to be going on down there.
Yeah, so I guess for women it's more, it's like, well, I've heard plenty of stories. I can't speak on women's business, so I'm just gonna shut up most of the time. But I think it takes more for women to get. Yes, it takes more for women to get there. But it's like more for some women. It takes like it's more of a mental thing. So like they need that maybe an extreme physical attraction, or they need a physical attachment, like the extreme physical attachment to get there. Like,
you need to feel loved and appreciated.
Some women it's easier, some women it's harder. Some people, like I said, it takes more mental thinking to get there, or it just takes a longer time to get there. Everybody's different. In this case, like I said, for my man, How many years into their relationship?
They've been together for 27 years.
It's weird.
And I didn't watch this clearly, but did she ever say, like, when she stopped faking?
I don't know. We can continue watching. Like I said,
I don't want to continue watching it. I'm just.
I think, like I said, I'm thinking at the end of it, she wound up saying, "Hey, he's figured it out. Like, we've been in a relationship for a long time. He's figured it out by now. So that's not an issue." But to say she's been doing it for a long time and not putting context on how long time is, and you've been in a relationship for a long time, it's weird.
Yeah, but I do feel like communication is key, especially when it comes to intimate relationships. Like, you have to tell them, like, hey, this ain't doing it for me. Like, how are y'all supposed to learn and grow together if you don't talk about it? So I'd kind of say that's her fault too, because she wasn't, like, letting it be known, like, hey, the way you stroking this way, it ain't working for me.
Yeah, like in the interview, he wound up being crushed he said, I'm crushed because by his recollection of things that were going on, everything was real. But her saying that in the interview,
I feel like every female can fake an orgasm just by moaning really loud.
I'm not gonna lie, it didn't happen to me before. I'm pretty sure it didn't happen with us before. But like, I guess to put it out there publicly, that's what Twitter was just blasting him on. It gives an opportunity to kick him while he's down because you just put him down. Like I said, I don't know. It's like, I think that's a conversation to have within the relationship rather than
absolutely.
for that to be found out.
If we together,
right there in the middle of an interview, like,
especially for that long, if we been together that long, but I'm not comfortable talking to you about sex, there's a problem. If I've been with you for 27 years and I can't talk to you about what pleases me and what don't, then there's a problem. The person you're with, the person you choose to spend your life with, especially if you're in a monogamous relationship, those conversations are critical to me. Like, it's top tier as far as, like, first we need to be on the same page as far as our spiritual beliefs. Mm-hmm. We need to be on the same page, when it comes to finances. Mm-hmm. We need to be on the same page when it comes to intimacy. Like, and I'm not going to try to sit here and act like, oh, our schedules need to be exactly in sync. When I want it, you should want it, and stuff like that. But we should have a level of understanding where, I want to please you, you want to please me. I know what works for you, you know what works for me, and you have no problem doing that. But at the same time, I feel like you should also be honest enough to be like, I don't want to do that tonight, or this doesn't work for me.
I guess, like I said, in this case, I think it's just nobody has a problem with her saying what she said. I think it just should have been a conversation that they had before this interview. For him to find that out live on
he legit found out during the interview?
Yes.
Oh, I thought, like, she was bringing it up, but they had talked about it.
They were having a conversation about sex, and she was telling her truth. Oh. About the sex. And for him to find that out there, to say, I've been faking it, and...
Yeah, that's a little too
I think
real.
that's the only thing, but again, you have...
I know, it's in the moment. You're sharing your story.
It made it clip worthy. Like, the interview got popping. I'm guessing that's what you want out of an interview. But you're going to have some people that say...
Yeah, that's publicity for him because he's trying to sell a book.
You're going to have some people that say, hey, fuck these men. Fuck their egos. Tell your truth, sis. Understandable. You can tell your truth. In a relationship, in a marriage of 20-something years... I feel like this should have been a conversation that happened before an interview. I can understand if it was a young relationship and it came out and then he just learned it. But they've been together for a long time. It's, like I said, I think that's the only thing with me. Like I said, have no problem with them discussing it.
I don't care. In this situation, like, that's her fault. That's not his fault. Because she didn't say it. No, she didn't express to him that he wasn't pleasing her. So how's he supposed to know? Especially if you faking it. How is he supposed to know? It ain't like she was just laying there like, oh, you done?
So I think, like I said, like she was trying to get, like she
trying
was
to
saying,
reward him.
yes,
I
she was
get it.
Rewarding him,
but
for the effort that he was putting in.
That's like how they give the kids what is it called? A participation award. That's basically what that is.
Well, that's a yeah.
That's exactly what it is. A participation award.
You don't agree with the participation awards, man?
No, I don't.
So if your kid is out there playing basketball and you want him to enjoy playing basketball, they lose every game they play. You don't reward him for putting in the effort for playing basketball, or
where everybody gets an award. No,
you don't reward him because they just lost. He's a kid.
Yeah, I grew up. That made me more competitive. No, trust me. And I played basketball, and we lost every game, just about every single game.
Do you think that can hinder effort if they just keep losing? And it'll, I guess, decrease their engagement.
I feel like it depends on the sport, to be honest. Like, basketball is a team sport. So if y'all are losing every game, the only thing you can do is do your best. And if you're not doing your best, then you're the weakest link. But on, like, individual sports, like golf, it can make or break somebody if you always losing. Because it's like, that's based on your talent and your talent alone. But at the same time, that builds you and allows you to figure out either I really want to do this, I really like doing this, so I'm going to put in more work to get better. I'm going to figure out what I'm doing wrong to get better. Or I'm going to be like, this ain't for me. I need to find something else. Giving participation awards is a cop-out. It doesn't help you in life. You don't get a participation award at work. It's a cop-out.
I don't know. That's a topic for another time. I'll write that down. We'll talk about it another time.
All right.
All right, cool. We're going to end it here.
Yes.
We're back, guys. We're back. It's been a while. Like I said, we got things going on, but we're back. We're going to try to get back consistent with it. If we missed another week or something like that, hey, we're coming back. It's not going anywhere. We got opinions. We got feelings to spread. We ain't got no facts. Sometimes we got facts, but most of the time it's just feelings. But anything else? Any closing words?
I ain't going to get my watermelon animal.
Yeah, we can go get watermelon. We just got to leave like right after we done here.
So in that case,
fuck you guys. I gotta get this watermelon.
I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time. Bye.
Yeah. Bye. Oh, there go that energy. Yeah.
Because I'm getting food.
Bye. Yeah. Go in there and get this food. Go in there and get this food. Yeah. Yeah. What? My levels is good, girl. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's showing as red.
So, let them hear me. Peace.